Reggae is uniquely Jamaican. It is a music that we have created that has penetrated all corners of the world.
Reggae is a distillation of Jamaican poems, starting from way back in the days of slavery.
Musically, reggae follows in the tradition of Jamaican folk and popular music that came before it.
In addition to the folk forms, there were also international influences.
But at the end of the day, what created was unique to us because it was not a reproduction of anything else. It was a natural, evolvement of our thing.
First, the drums come in, emphasizing the second and fourth beat of every measure using the kick. Next, the bass guitar comes in with an introductory melody.
The drums, the bass, we consider the heartbeat and the soul of the people.
The keyboard enters, emphasizing the offbeats in a stylized way.
All the way from Trenchtown, Jamaica, Baltimore, come on!
There's so much reggae music, and here's where it came from, Kingston, Jamaica.
Reggae originated in Kingston, primarily West Kingston, among a marginalized and underrepresented set of youth, mainly young men.
It's a music that has lyrical content that speaks to all the beautiful things and all the negative things that exist in people's lives that they want to express.
There's a woman fighting for freedom down in Africa. In prison is her distinguished.
It is our reggae musicians who, like soldiers in these wars or these battles against injustice across the world for all oppressed peoples.
So rise up, sister, rise to your call.
It is our reggae musicians and music that led that from a cultural point of view.
Reggae, for me, is everything Jamaican. We eat reggae, we sleep reggae, we dream reggae, we live reggae.
It was not formally done in any score and all these fancy things. It comes from here. It is coming from way down inside.
Music is a thing where heal your whole mind, your whole body, your soul. It just makes you feel different.
I see the mangoes dancing.
The difficulty that we have now is that we're producing so much music.
And reggae music so sweet. Let it flow.
I used to rate myself as a musicologist. Kind of don't do that now. Every week, every month, every year, I hear about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 more acts, and I'm saying, oh, you're going to keep track of all of this. But that's how development goes.
It is important that we safeguard and protect reggae music.
It has become the most impacting form of music all over the world.
So reggae has spawned not just a global movement of participants or observers or lovers of the music, but people who are also practitioners of music.
The global reach of reggae music is seen right away in the proliferation of radio shows around the world that play reggae music, pop songs that borrow from reggae beats, and the embrace of sound systems in communities internationally. Sound systems are a uniquely Jamaican format of performing music and the rails on which reggae music rides.
The African Caribbean Institute of Jamaica, Jamaica Member Bank, is the designated national focal point for intangible cultural heritage in Jamaica. So within that context, there is a framework for the safeguarding of intangible cultural heritage elements.
That's what they do.
Institutions like the Jamaica Music Museum, the Bob Marley Museum, the Peter Tosh Museum also serve to identify and anchor reggae music as a Jamaican creation.
I wonder if Miss Grange, she love reggae music. Oh Lord. I wonder if Mr. Oldness love reggae music. Good Lord.
The world has embraced it already. What we want is to get the seal of approval from UNESCO, and that reggae music is recognized worldwide as the creative output of a people, the Jamaican people. I'm happy to make the case to UNESCO for the inscription of Jamaica's reggae music as our intangible cultural heritage. Wherever there is reggae music, Jamaica is the source and the inspiration.
Smile for me, Jamaica, and as it smile, the world smile. Yeah, it smile for me, Jamaica. Never you cry, you remind.